When you see a Porsche today, you see the ultimate symbol of wealth, precision, and performance, a machine designed for the elite. But what if I told you that the foundation of this billion-dollar luxury empire was built in the darkest shadows of the 20th century? That before the iconic 911 ever touched asphalt, the name Porsche was tied to the devastation of World War II, a ruined country, and a cold prison cell? This is the untold history behind Porsche. Our story doesn't begin with a luxury sports car. It begins in the 1930s with an obsessed Austrian engineer named Ferdinand Porsche. Ferdinand wasn't interested in building toys for the rich. He wanted to engineer the perfect machine. His undeniable talent caught the attention of the German government, leading to a massive history-altering contract to design a simple, reliable, and affordable vehicle for the working class. That project became the Volkswagen Beetle, one of the best-selling and most recognizable cars ever created. It should have been Ferdinand's ultimate triumph, but history took a dark and violent turn. As World War II erupted across Europe, the German industrial machine was entirely swallowed by the military. Porsche's brilliant engineering mind was no longer focused on civilian cars. His factories and designs were rapidly repurposed to build heavy military vehicles, aircraft engines, and terrifying war machines like the Elephant tank destroyer. The company became deeply entangled in a devastating global conflict. When the war finally ended in 1945, Germany was in absolute ruins, and the consequences for Ferdinand Porsche were severe. He was arrested by French authorities for his involvement in the war effort. For nearly 2 years, the brilliant engineer sat in a bleak prison cell without a trial. With its founder behind bars, its factories destroyed, and its assets confiscated, the Porsche company was on the absolute edge of total collapse. Enter Ferry Porsche, Ferdinand's son. Ferry refused to let his father's legacy die in the ashes of the war. He famously looked around the decimated automotive market and couldn't find the sports car he dreamed of driving. So, in a desperate and bold move, he decided to build it himself. In 1948, operating out of a rustic, dusty old sawmill in Gmünd, Austria, Ferry and a small team of dedicated engineers pieced together something entirely new. It was lightweight, aerodynamic, and incredibly fast. They called it the Porsche 356. It was their first true sports car, and it changed the automotive world forever. When Ferdinand was finally released from prison, he lived just long enough to see his son's creation take to the streets. That single gamble laid the groundwork for the legendary Porsche 911, transforming a ruined family name into a global icon of luxury and speed. Today, Porsche stands at the absolute pinnacle of automotive engineering. Not bad. For a company that had to drag itself out of a prison cell just to survive,